Stand to, McGores, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's, Harrows, and last time we managed to get our hands on yet another mech, a Wolverine, which we have outfitted with a couple of interesting weapons, a UAC 5 as well as an SRM-6 system, and we've made it fairly nimble, maneuverable, and jumpy. So, yeah, unfortunately that's going to take about a month in order to actually get built, so in the meantime, we need to actually make friends with Tortuga, and so to that end, nosy neighbors. Yarr, for weeks now, deviant forces have been scouting territory near Tortugan-controlled land. Previous surveys of this land showed nothing of interest, yet there they are. Whatever it is they found, we don't want them to have it. Get in there and destroy them. This will be a half-skull mission, a 0 of 1 priority salvage with only 126,100 C-bills, and the reason for that is because we're taking it for rep. Oh my god, yes, indeed. We are taking it for no other reason than to make the Tortugans like us. We are at 97 reputation with the Tortugans, so we kind of would like to get to 100 so we can ally with them. This mission would normally give 2, but if I drop it all down so I only get 1 pip of anything, then we can hopefully get 3 reputation, which will allow us to ally with the Force. I think that's how it works. Maybe not, and if so, then this will be a little bit of a waste. It was going to give us 0 of 3 party salvage or the 128,000. I figured the 128,000 might be just a little bit more useful. So, now that we've got that out of the way, we figured out exactly what's going on, let's go in and annihilate people. There apparently is a support lance, but we have our own. We've been escorted to date by some random officer who I'm not quite sure. I didn't actually bother to read his name. We currently have, of course, Finn in the Javelin. The Javelin is, of course, equipped as sort of a fire support role. It has chaff and narc launchers on its missiles, and we also have a clan-light tag, which we throw on it, and a quad of medium lasers, turning it into a super generator at 30 tons. Of course, mindless jump jets. Mockingbird is in the Hachi as normal little buzzard, and the Usagi is currently being driven by Paradox Jester in the Shadowhawk. He's got to set his missiles up properly, and finally, of course, Finn in the Javelin. So we have 3 urban mechs, a Javelin, and a Shadowhawk. Hopefully we won't get killed while trying to do this. Let's set up maximum speed. Everybody gets forward, although we have to sort of escort these guys to actually come with us in order to get them to actually engage the fight like we'd like them to. So I'm not sure what random piece of salvage we'll get. With any luck, it'll be something cool, but also with any luck, we're not actually going to run into any enemy that can actually do anything to us. Oh, the enemies, our friendlies have a wasp, a spider, a stiletto, which apparently looks like a Jenner, but is not, a Jenner 1R, an urban mech 26, which has a whole bunch of rocket launchers, and of course we brought a VTOL just for a little bit of extra lulls. So, Jester. Yes, indeed. I want you to keep up with the group as we sort of stride on forward. Keep that Shadowhawk rolling. You've got the biggest guns in the group right now. The Phoenix Hawk is still under repair for the next 5 days, although I will stop to repair it before the next mission, should all things go okay, because, well, I want a little bit more firepower for the next mission. We are a little bit light on aggressiveness in this lance. Unfortunately, at the moment, we're only able to make up a half-skull lance, according to the game, so that's a little bit, well, dangerous for us. We don't exactly want to be down to that level, because having a lot of firepower will make us capable of handling a lot of things, which lets us steal a lot of stuff. So we need a lot. Everybody keep moving forward. Bit by bit. I'm gonna leave you behind. I mean, honestly, you're just so gosh darn slow. And I don't think you're gonna move anywhere. That's the thing. I don't think they actually follow me. Because he's just sitting there. They're within convoy range. Oh, the AI is so terrible. I'm really tempted to just remove them from the fight, because most of the time, they're not particularly useful at all. So, unfortunately, there's still a little bit of tweaking going on with this new update, as they're hopefully modifying it in order to make the supporting forces either more useful or come up with other solutions for this particular problem. Personally, I think the other solution should be that the Lances should be gated behind an upgrade. After all, you are dropping 4 more mechs. Where are these mechs being dropped from? The Leopard only carries 4. 6 if you modify it to take out the aerospace fighter base, which we kind of assume that they've done. So maybe 6 easily, and then if you want to get all 8, at that point you'd need to have basically another Leopard, and that should cost like hundreds of millions of C-bills if we want to get, you know, lore-wise. But I suppose some people might find that to be not particularly as fun. So there needs to be a careful balance between lore, fun, and cool. So, not quite sure where the answer lies, but I'm sure the RogueTech team has some ideas, and I can't wait to see what they're going to be. Jester, keep it on. Keep it going. Your little Shadowhawk. Little, it's the heaviest thing out here by 25 tons. Oh, everything else that we've got is just tiny. Just so small. We had to build an entire lance out of urban mechs. But you know what? They're actually doing an okay job. They're 30-ton mechs, which, you know, 30 tons are not as good as 35 tons. But at the end of the day, you can actually cram a whole bunch of equipment onto them. So it's not the worst thing in the world. And, you know, big enough engine, they're nice and maneuverable. They get to be aggressive, and we get to enjoy the use of our weapon systems. Still nothing on sensors as we scan on ahead. Being scouted ahead for by our modified javelin. He actually has, actually no, I don't think I can say he has more raw firepower than his SRM form had, but he is probably more useful in terms of fire support sort of role because of the addition of that LRM-5 with the chaff and the narc ammo. Hopefully that'll allow us to be a little bit more accurate as we move on into battles, and, you know, backing that up with a light tag to hopefully cut through enemy jamming and that sort of thing. I have some hope. Also, you may have noticed that he has an ECM ring around him, you know, just for the little bit of extra protection. ECM is incredibly important in this game now, so you really kind of want to get your hands on as much of it as you possibly can, and things like powered sensors, which I believe is what he's got, sensor tracker, keep him able to be very, very aggressive, because it allows him to maintain that sort of ECM for basically free. Get up in there to the forest. You should be able to overview the entire battle space. We can see a single power armor. Interesting. I'm going to give you, not hot load, I'm going to give you some Jeff. Just a minute, wait, no, we'll narc you. Maybe I can get some shots on him. We tagged him and we narked him. Oh, nice. Okay, so the power armor should be a little bit easier to see. I don't know if we can, like, guarantee a shot on this one, but at least, you know, he's standing out a little bit more from the terrain. Power armor, unless it's like an actual toad armor, I'm not quite as worried about. There are different levels of power armor, different types of elementals and that sort of thing, and it looks like the enemy is finally getting involved. Oh, someday we shall manage to get the enemy to actually do it. Ooh, we were getting shot at. Luckily for us, didn't manage to connect. So we are perfectly safe. We do see a little mech off in the distance. They have identified themselves as an Ost Scout. I forget what currently is the Ost Scout using for a model. But if I remember, it is, well, it's not its own model just yet. All the Ost Scouts are absolutely derpy as all heck looking. They've got these little stubby arms that wave around randomly as they walk, sort of frolicking through the fields as they go scan things. And we've also got a Wolfhound. Wolfhounds are fairly solid lights. They're fairly solid light hunters, to be honest. The Wolfhound was originally, I believe, built to counter the Panther, or at least compete with it, and it does a fairly good job of that. Has quite a few more shotted weapons so that it can try and just spam you down with firepower. And, you know, a large laser is always a fairly solid backup to a light mech. Kind of wanted to put a large laser into a lot of my mechs. Unfortunately, we are suffering a little bit from, you know, not having the heat sinks to really manage that. The Usagi is still bringing up the rear, but that's okay. It does have a light PPC, though, so it is kind of our sniper. What am I doing? I should be flying the Usagi. It's a flying trash can. Ugh, I'm going to have to jump it on forward to next turn. So we've also identified a Wolfhound, the Ost Scout, and some power armor off in the distance, and we were fairly accurate to hit it. The Urban Mech R26 has no idea what's going on, and only some of the enemy has decided it's time to actually engage. I think I saw a VTOL off in the distance. Oh, we got an Urban Mech with a big old cannon. He missed by 8%. What sort of Urban Mech are we dealing with here, sir? I can't quite read that, so we're going to have to wait for it. Oh, we just know that it is an Urban Mech. And the power armor, it appears to be an elemental. So that's somewhat concerning. You have shoot and scoot, and that is exactly what you shall do. Ooh, actually, maybe not. You got a 69% chance to hit that Urban Mech, but then again, it's an Urban Mech, so who cares? You are an Ost Scout. You have a tag. Oh, you might actually have some really nasty tags. There are some very fascinating weapon systems that are now on tags that allow you to call in things like Arrow 4 artillery strikes. And if you want to see how that works out, check out our clan invasion streams that we do every single week on Saturdays at 5, because we got our hands on one. And it was hilarious. So we managed to fire him. Don't think we've actually managed to connect on him. Oh, he's got AMS coverage. Ooh, so that's not going to be particularly useful for us moving forward. We're going to pull back, make sure that we're a little less of a target, hiding somewhat from the enemy. If they want to come get me, they're going to have to come after me. So AMS is a bad thing. I'm going to guess it's the Ost Scout with it, because he did have the tan-looking thing. So if it's the Ost Scout, I'm going to have to flood him with fire, although it doesn't look like they moved all that far. Usagi, time to get to the fight. Fly! I can't wait until we can actually get into an environment where we're not burning everything that we do. Yarr, medium laser 2 off, please. Thank you. 20% is just not good. I'm just going to brace out here. We flew on forward. We are basically dodge tanking now. I am here. I have ECM coverage, and I'm aiming down at you. They're going to bother to shoot me with their Ost Scout. Managed to connect. Oh, it's a spider. Is the wait, no, that's actually a spider. Okay, interesting. Mockingbird. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do anything in the Hachi for a little while. Unfortunately, the Hachi requires the enemy to not be able to counter it with missiles, so I'm just going to hide it back up here so it's all prepared to bounce out forward in a future turn. And the Tonbo, on the other hand, can actually do quite a bit of work here. So if we engage from Zavata, we should be able to just fire away without caring, even though the hit chances are particularly poor. That'll have to do. Shoot at the spider. Lots of fire going down. Doesn't look like anything connected. Boiling off quite a bit of water. Geysers surging forward. Just tells you how dangerous these weapons are, and you guys are useless to me. Completely, totally worthless. And we'll get Jester on forward. Jester can actually see a couple of targets. I don't think he'll actually be able to hit those targets. 16, 28. Yeah, no. I'm saving that gun for something useful. I want to make sure that AC-10 manages to nail its targets. I also see somebody who's got electronic warfare. So we do see an ECM ring. It is centered on the spider. Ooh, so we're definitely going to have to break down that spider. A little bit of incoming long-range weapons fired. Not able to connect with us. Good. The Tonbo is too evasive and too well protected by multiple ECM rings in order to be killed so easily. Although maybe that is speaking too soon. What do we have out here? I would like to know. Scorpion, okay. Nothing too dangerous. Our mech walking on forward, firing at the Usagi, not managing to connect. The Usagi is too nimble for you, sir. I want to see if this is a mineral field, because if so, fighting from a mineral field with ECM is just going to be lovely. More movement. Excellent. So we're actually getting some people moving on forward. At some point, they may trickle in. The Javelin could actually fight from here. So I don't think I can get any of my missiles through, thanks to his ECM. But I may have to counter jam him if I move off in this direction. If I do, I'm going to have to get on top of them. And that's going to be incredibly dangerous. So just got to make sure that it's you or you. Wolfhound, I don't think so. It might be the Oscat. They're sort of right next to each other. So I'm trying to judge who's in the center of the circle. Yeah, it's probably actually the Wolfhound. Alright, so we gotta kill that Wolfhound. We gotta take him out so that he can't actually do anything to stop us from continuing to mess with his buddies. I can't actually swap my system over to counter jam people, but I do need to get pressure going down on them. I don't want to get too close, of course, because power armor can hurt you quite badly in ways that you haven't quite fathomed, but if I can get close enough, I might be able to just cut through this jamming. Or maybe I just want to stay outside the ring. Yeah, we'll stay outside the ring.
Roger. Full speed.
No accuracy, bad accuracy. I'm going to shoot at you because you need to die. Okay, 5 hit from AMS, although we did manage to hit him a couple of times. That is somewhat helpful. Paladin in the Tombo. We're going to sprint you. Who actually first? Electronic? No, you can't either. It's going to have to be the, it's going to have to be our Shadowhawk to get in close. Hi, buddy. That's a 24. That's a 44, but you know what? It's just going to be terrible until I actually wipe you out. Keep the fire going down a little bit more. Damage reduction. Target acquired. That'll make him an easier shot. I don't know if the enemy is now vulnerable, because they did shoot down my initial group of LRMs. Or, yeah, my initial group of LRMs, actually. Yeah, it was. But are they going to be able to shoot through this now? 32 is my high. Yeah, we're going to keep on the Wolfhound. Fire! Yeah, 10 of 12 hit by... Oh, so that AMS coverage is good and solid. We're not going to be able to get through that, probably unless we try and just flood them with the Shadowhawk to open things up with. It's got to get close and brawly. Luckily, I can retreat back up a mountain, which will give me some accuracy advantages, but I do need to get something that'll jam them. Power Armor Group jumping into the water, opening fire, managing to hit us with an Inferno round. At least I assume it's an Inferno round because a fire started immediately, although it is a desert, which makes it more vulnerable to fire. It was one of the many changes that happened. Sagi, with your light PPC, get in that water where you're safe, where you can just nail people. Set it to rapid fire, if you don't mind. And give me that Wolfhound. Fire. Hit up twice. Good job. Okay, senses impaired on the Wolfhound. Please tell me we didn't jam that. And a friendly spider coming on through. Still hasn't managed to get into the fight. How's your gun? Your gun is fine. We can keep rapid firing. Lovely. Alright, the Shadowhawk is also going to get in nice and tight. Close to... Oh, actually, first things first. Let's not forget this. Set to electronic countermeasures, so that way we can actually take control of the situation. I want to be able to cut through his jamming and wipe him out, and the only way to do that is by initiating our electronic countermeasure system to counter his countermeasures, thus the ECCM, which is a phrase we are quite familiar with if we watch our Starfleet Command series, because it is one of the many electronic warfare systems available to you. I would like to sprint into the water, where I can basically be chill as all heck, and that way I can be hyper-aggressive. Hi, ECM protection. Yeah, I don't think so. Ooh, that's still not great. That's like really bad. Multi-target. We're gonna multi-target. you're getting most of it. You're getting some of it, because the autocannon chance was quite good, actually, to shoot at you, and the heat is reasonable. Alright, so our missiles are getting through. Oh, actually, no, they're not. Jeez. So basically, the missiles are worthless on this mech. So he has enough AMS in order to handle everything that we can throw at him. So that is unfortunate. That means 2 of my mechs have lost a significant amount of firepower. The Hachi has basically nothing. It's got 2 sets of machine guns now, so there's that. And half of the weapons of the Shadowhawk are totally ineffective until we kill that Scout. So we have an electronic countermeasure system, which is screwing everybody. Then we have an Scout, which is also screwing everybody. We gotta pay attention to see how this ring moves for the enemy ECM, just to figure out which one's doing what, because I want to take that out so I can go back to jamming, because I'd rather be jamming the enemy than counter jamming. That way I can be protected. But we do need to kill him quickly. We need to get more actual dedicated electronic warfare equipment on board. Did somebody just stand and entrench? I'm not complaining, but I am quite surprised. Did we all go? Oh, we all go. So we are currently just waiting for the enemy alliance and a friendly alliance to get through. This is the reason why we're probably going to remove the friendlies. Just because it kind of wastes a whole bunch of time waiting for the game to try and figure out, hey, what do I do with the friendly alliance? And then have it just, you know, pirouette in place because it doesn't know what it's actually doing. At least some of the lances actually come forward, but this guy seems to be just totally stuck, as do these 3 mechs. They're doing absolutely nothing as they think about what's going on. So, dragging back forward. Have you guys planned anything yet? It is supposed to be House Davy, and they're supposed to be figuring something out. The tactical situation isn't that complex yet. We've got 2 forces. They're about to meet in the middle of the water. It's great. Stinger coming on forward with twin medium lasers, I would assume, although I can't guarantee that. Pegasus moving up, thankfully. Enemy once again considering their options. And an Urban Mech R60. Okay, so it is an R60. He's got an AC-10. And he's holding cover. So they're definitely trying to produce, and you're just attempting to be dramatic and failing. But still, you're trying. I gotta give you that much credit for attempting that. After all, if you try, maybe you'll succeed, although you are a Jenner. Eastern protection going down, and missiles coming in on the Tombow. Quite a few actually managing to nail him. Spreading damage all over the mech, which is not good. The Tombow is supposed to be nimble, aggressive, and not touched. And the enemy has definitely touched it. Back to the enemy on phase 21. Ow, Jester got totally nuked when it came to high speed. So he is moving at a 13. I gotta get more initiative on this guy. And the power armor jumping on forward. Gonna open fire at point blank range and miss everything. Are you in fire? Because if you are, then I'm gonna light you on it. Just because it's funny. And the Wolfhound is moving. Unfortunately, it's using action cam, so I can't quite see who's doing what. Oh, damage all over the place. You get a good one on that. Do you have a twin large laser? Because I saw multiple on that one. Alright, where's the CCM ring? It has definitely moved, so it is on the Wolfhound. Finn, I want you to beat the ever-loving crap out of this guy and make it so he never exists ever again. That's gonna be rough, trust me, but if you do it, you'll be a hero to everybody. 63% chance to deal 27 damage. I think I just gotta shoot him. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole heck of a lot of options. Stand still. What if you do that? 22s? Yeah, it's not great. It's really not great. Standing right next to him, still 22s. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to shoot and skip, and we're going to fall back. Fire everything you got. Okay, AMS took it all down, and then we'll slip on back. Protect ourselves as best as we can. Now he's got a Spider coming forward as well. Spider should only have a pair of... Ooh, no, he's a Flamer-equipped Spider. So the alternate weapons setup designed for anti-riot control. Well, maybe not so much. He only has a single flamer after all. Anti-riot control would be like 15 flavors. Hi, buddy. I'm just going to get right on top of you. I'm going to use Deadfire LRMs to try and increase my odds of actually getting through all this. And I'm just going to light you up. Alright, that's what we were hoping for. So we did get a structure exposed. We were able to use our Deadfires, which are less vulnerable to anti-missile defense systems. They have a less chance of actually being intercepted. Although he may actually be outside of range of that AMS. I don't think so anymore. Yeah, he's probably providing it now. The Tonbow is going to sprint on forward. 44. Can you get better? You can get better by getting even closer. So let's get right up in there. Hi, I'm in the middle of the water, and I'm going to blast you. And we tagged him. That's the ideal result, because now I can move in the Shadowhawk and hopefully hit him with a truck. Assuming, of course, the gun isn't jammed, which I actually did not check. Paradox, you have a light PPC, and it does amazing things, yes? Oh, yes it does. With an 80-something% chance of actually blow him apart. Oh crap, wait, no, that's the Spider. I didn't care about the Spider. No. So we've been focusing all our fire on the wrong target. Waiting for orders. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's also not super great, but I can see everybody here. Could shoot at you with a lot of guns. Could shoot at you with a similar number of guns. Set to normal SRMs, I think. How would that do? 43% with a lower chance of being intercepted. Absolutely fire. Good job. Engine destroyed. Hopefully that takes out the electronic countermeasure. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be really disappointed. We are cooking a little bit, but we can take that under control by a simple matter of just not firing the AC-10, which I do want to give it an opportunity to chill. Settle that gun, get that recoil out of the way. We will also be able to set his electronic countermeasure back to jamming, which will help us out considerably, because that'll prevent us from taking a significant amount of damage, and that way we can once again be hyper-aggressive, which we want to be. Stinger 3G up top. Oh, actually, no, you're the good one, aren't you? Or maybe not. Is it the HE that's the good one? That has like Starlink era technology, XL engines, double heat sinks, and pulse lasers? Clearly he doesn't have the pulse laser, otherwise we would have fired more than 2 shots. Like, literally. Although maybe there is a pulse laser that only shoots 2 shots now, because their pulse lasers is fire 1 shot now. And I'm only used to pulse lasers firing 3. Oh, Usagi just taking damage. I moved you, right? Did I not? Oh, I may have not moved you. Right, you didn't have shooting scoot, did you? Luckily for us, not too many people can see you, so you're relatively safe. Back up to the beginning. Finn?
Ready for orders.
Yeah, your javelin's gonna move in and see if it can't just... Or Paradox. Paradox, yeah, definitely did not move. So, set him up right there. Getting accurate fires going down. Ooh, the Oscar is also a brilliantly easy target to go for. Kind of want to do it, because at the end of the day, you got a flamer and a medium laser, and not even that anymore. You, on the other hand, have an anti-missile defense system, which is really starting to bug me. Oh, good hits on that. Crushed his hip already. He's having troubles. And Finn, I'd like you to continue this effort, because I believe it is a worthwhile endeavor that will net us amazing results. Hi. Maybe bye. Okay, target acquired. Don't think I hit too much with those LRMs, but I kind of didn't think that I would. Before the Shadowhawk moves, we need to make sure electronic countermeasures back to jamming mode, so that we can prevent everybody from actually doing anything against us. We are going to have to be a little bit careful with how much heat that we generate over the next round, but I kind of want to just flood him with fire. I want to see what would happen if we did that. Can I move yet? No, it's still calculating. There we go. I'd like to get to the side of this mech. That would do. 54% chance is really terrible. Turn off that cannon. No, it's going to have to be the X-Pulse off and the cannon off and just flood him with missiles. Fire! Okay, do you not have the AMS? Who had the AMS then? Because somebody was shooting down all the missiles. Alright, Ascot is on the ground and vulnerable. Lost a lot of his initiative, so now he's having a bit of a problem. We'll probably be able to kill him before he stands up, or at least that's the hope. I'll try and blow his legs off. There should be some nice equipment on the head up here, although we did get a headshot. So, Power Armor continuing their flying ordeals. I managed to nail the Hachi a little bit more. I gotta get this mech on the move before it gets killed. Paladin.
Standing by.
Yeah, your goal here is to annihilate him. Your motivation is you want revenge and death.
Got it, Commander.
That's not enough revenge nor death for my taste, so... Yeah, the critical hit wasn't all that important, though. It was an engine hit, which, well, I don't care about those yet. Gonna have to wait until it actually explodes. Gotta get the Hachi on the move. It's a little bit too far away from the rest of my ECM coverage, and I want to get it in the middle of the bubble, because the bubble will be a lot of fun. I'm a little bit disappointed that the power armor currently looks like elementals. Unless that's supposed to be EXPA? I didn't think that was it. Friendlies? Or not really? Yeah, maybe. Sometime next week? Possibly. Nobody quite knows just yet. Mockingbird, yeah, get you out of there because we'd like to avoid taking too much damage on you. On everybody, really, but you particularly. Because you're expensive to fix. One of our machine guns is jammed, but that's okay. Shoot dead fires at his leg. Why not? Did we kill both legs? Yes. Did we also destroy Senator Torso? No, we just got both legs. So Senator Torso's still alive, and his machine gun unjammed. So, cathartic, therapeutic even. That's what blowing up an enemy all-scout is for you. But somebody out here has to have an AMS. I just don't know who. Could it be the Urban? No, it's just an R60. Would you put it on a tank? I mean, I would. That'd be really cool. But we are cutting our way through the competition quite nicely. If we don't take any penetrating hits, I'll consider this mission a success. If we do, well then, it'll be significantly less of a success. So that spider is right there, and he could cause me a lot of pain if he wanted to. Hopefully he's not going to, but, you know, the enemy is never quite willing to cooperate with you, although I'm happy to see the gestures all the way up at 19. Scorpion coming on in, gonna open fire on the Usagi. I gotta get Usagi flying again. Gotta start using them wings, the winged urban mech. Get it flying around so nobody can actually touch it. And dramatic. So dramatic. Urban mech R60 coming in, going fire with a cannon? Still no. Interesting. Mockingbird. Do you see? Can you see? You do see. Oh, how lovely. Kill him. He's not dead. I mean, you did a really cool job, but I was very much expecting the Deadfires to just annihilate him. And they kind of didn't. Slip on over to try and get a little bit more evasion going on here. More mechs still moving up. Paradox. I would like you to do several things, actually, but what can I actually manageably do? Because I don't have shoot and scoot on this guy just yet. That is still an ability that he lacks, so I'm going to target you at point-blank range. Fire. Oh, it's so good. Just executed with the PPC. That's the way to do it. On your back, please. Thank you. Taken care of. Okay, on to the next group, which, with the Javelin, could be the power armor. I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to it. 37% is not all that good, but the Urban Mech is so good. So good chance to hit that Urban Mech, and so good chance to hit that Scorpion. Drilling into the side of the Scorpion, I can totally do that. Sure, why not? Let's shut off the Narc, because we don't really need it. Fire. We got a fire Javelin here, baby. Actually, that's literally what I kind of built it on. I was like, wait a second, this thing has 4 energy hardpoints? But why? Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but I was kind of surprised that they allowed you to basically just build a fire Javelin out of a normal Javelin chassis. Okay, if you keep bouncing, I'm going to eventually shoot at you with some form of missile, and then that's going to make you unsteady, and then you're going to die. Paladin.
I will be done.
Okay, that's a little bit creepy. We're not the Word of Blake here, but thank you for your continued support. Take aim at you as we keep just trying to drill. Penetrating hits, target acquired, structure exposed, it's vulnerable. Oh, we wants it, but I don't want it. Oh, it's got MRMs on board. Oh, I thought it was an LRM carrier, but it's not. MRMs are awesome, I love them a lot. Because it combines my favorite things of just overwhelming firepower and missiles, although I do tend to prefer guns, but still. Overwhelming firepower, just massive missile massacres are amazing to have on your team. Down to Jester. Jester is my last pilot to go, so Jester could take out, well, anything he wanted to if he really decided that he desired it. 34%, 77%, guess what we're going for? We're going to turn on both guns, and we're going to split fire. You're getting one, and you're getting the other. And I don't mind that we're going over the heat threshold all that much. Set up to listen kill ammunition, and let's see if we can't pop two enemies with one shot. Well, I can turn that on. Yeah, pop 2 enemies with one shot. Oh, you missed by 25%, buddy. Oh, wow, that did... Ooh. Was not expecting so significant a result so quickly. I mean, I approve, but I was kind of expecting to have to shoot at him for a little while longer, not just the first missile showed up to kill. Not, again, not complaining. It was a lot of fun. We are going to have to suffer these MRMs as soon as he decides to... Oh, whew, firing only a small laser. Did he jam his cannon something? And it's still not working? Oh, he did. His gun's jammed, and it hasn't stopped being unjammed yet. No wonder he's been walking around doing basically nothing. I've been sitting here thinking the AI's been derping out, but no. AI quite effective. Okay, a couple of scattered missiles hitting the Javelin, but the Javelin is fine. Feeling perfectly safe and happy so far. Coming back up to us, Finn.
Yes, Commander.
I want you to hunt him down and destroy him. You need to be on his right side, yes? Oh, no, that's his left side. Which direction are you facing? So you gotta get to the other side of him. Sprint. Can I get to you? Just show me the blue light. Show me the blue light. Are you seriously not going to be able to show me a blue light? I can run through all of this, but I can't turn enough to actually get the angle on you. Oh, that's slightly frustrating, because I don't want to bother firing into his right side. There's nothing to do there. Well, if I get to his front too, that'll work fine. Get to his front. Make him hurt. Oh, that's a lot of shots that are going to be hopefully very accurate. Fire! Maybe I should give him dead fire LRMs. Oh, you didn't kill him. Way to disappoint. If I give him dead fire LRMs, that would give him a nice little backup. The problem is he's only got a ton of LRM ammunition, half a ton of narcs, half a ton of chaff. But still. Are you still jammed, buddy? You are. So I don't really care about you. You've got a single small laser at the end of the day. You're not what we call a threat. He, on the other hand, has very angry weapons. Lots more damage scattering all over the place. Jeez, you guys need to start stepping it up a little bit more. The Hachi is, of course, going to sprint on forward. It does have a shot here, which will be fairly decent. And I can't shoot anybody else. Lob the dead fires. Okay, structure's exposed. It's lovely. Usagi, it is time to take wing. Love this thing. It's like, I can fly. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, we've got fantastic chances to hit. Shut off the Yarr medium laser. And pop them with a light PPC. Are you jammed right now? Ooh, that is... No, it's not. What is it? Are you jammed right now? You're not. He has kept this thing going this entire time. I'm super proud of him right now. Fire! Good job. Soaring across the entire lake, popping in and just rapid firing everything. Now he has 2 days that he's got to repair that. But still, he managed to keep it going throughout pretty much the entire fight. And that's pretty much... That's something to be sort of proud of on that one. Let's waltz on forward. Hi, buddy. I can't shoot my missiles or my pulse. They'll get me back under heat, though. So I have a cannon. So we do have breaching shots at this point. But now that we're under temperature, I can just blitz him next turn. Stinger's up top trying to figure... Oh yeah, there's still an enemy Stinger. I totally forgot about you. Huh. I thought we were basically done, but no, you are still on the field. So there is one enemy unit from the primary lance and one enemy unit from the supporting lance. So the urban mech, until he gets his gun unjammed, is basically worthless. The mech is on fire. And walking into the water trying to avoid it. He missed us with a small laser by 1%. Lovely to see. So I will probably try and just bombard this urban mech to death. We have run into so many... You set the water on fire, man. I'm not sure that's how that works. Or maybe it is. We just haven't realized it yet. Give us a shot. It's going to be beautiful. Open fire. Buzz into the back. And we'll have Mockingbird move in to basically support that, getting right up on top of him. Hi. We're barely over the heat threshold. Shut off a single machine gun and fire. And drilled. I love the Deadfire SRMs on this thing. They are so good for cleanup work. It's like, oh, you are still somewhat here. Let me just nuke you with enough firepower to make you cry. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk into the water. Keep myself easy and protected. Shut this thing back down to standard mode. And turn it off. And... yeah, we'll just sit here. We'll brace. We'll chill. Next round we will fly. That is how that will work. The Javelin also going to sprint on forward. That will get me under temperature. Although, that could get me even further. No, we'll sprint right on forward. So, we want to shut off all the medium lasers to get our heat under control. Can I get the yellow rim on? I cannot, but I can attempt to tag him. We did not tag him. We missed by 37%, which was obviously not ideal. So the Stinger is still out there, still dangerous and deadly as our allies continue to dick around and do basically nothing. They haven't even crested the hill yet, man. I get it. They're supposed to follow you until enemy contact, and so they'll be a little bit far behind, but still, they don't have a big enough follow radius. I shouldn't have to literally hold their hand to drag them forward. You're gosh darn warriors, for Christ's sake. Should be actually dangerous and deadly. Where did you move? Oh, wow, coward. Get back here. You get back here. I have an AC-10 with your name on it. I won't shoot. I'll let that sucker recoil. Next turn, I have an AC-10 with your name on it. Stop running. You coward. If he was running back to a minefield, that would make sense, but he's not. He's just trying to get some distance going on here. He's got 2 medium lasers, so I'm not sure what the distance is going to pull off for him. But hey, let him try. Let him feel good about it. Spread. Hi, buddy. I am literally right behind you, and in fact, in order to prevent myself from getting shot at by friendly forces, I'm going to move right here. I can get 2 medium lasers on fire. We did tag him, though, so now he's been tagged. He's moving at 13, which everybody else in my lance moves before them. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the range on this. Oh, there's no way. Listen, kills. Do they have a target? They don't. Machine gun's back on. Chill out for a round. Get yourself back under heat control. That way you can be more aggressive next turn. It'll be great. Love it. The Tonbo also probably not going to be able to get a shot here. We're having a little bit of a traffic jam. Come on. There you go. And he will also chill out with the little tiny amount of heat that he actually built on his 4 medium lasers standing in the water. A little bit more pirouettes going on here. And Jester in the Shadowhawk. You're going to sprint on forward, you're going to get that line of sight to the back, and you're going to shoot him there. And it's going to be great. And everybody's going to die. Oh, yes. Oh, very much yes. So he's having a bad day. I'm going to use an explosion to avoid it, of course, but we are going to have to chill out. And now, we fly. Da 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 da. I love this thing. It's so ridiculous. It's like, I can fly anywhere I want on this map, sir. We will not fire a PPC just yet. We'll fire a single ER medium laser, which did not connect. Although I hope he understands just how much trouble he's in at the moment. Although I can't shoot at him again with all of those SRMs for another turn. I have to get the heat back under control. If I don't, the entire mech could explode. And I don't have too many 55-tonners that I'm willing to just sort of cycle through them to have them explode randomly. That would not be ideal. Enemies, what are you going to do? He's going to shift on behind me and fire into the back. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Fortunately for us, he can't hit the broadside of a barn. And he lost 1 pip of evasion. So at least he's managing to shed some of that. And all of our people down there. And Paradox. In your Usagi. Get back here. Get right behind. Fly the gosh darn thing. You literally can't explode. It's perfectly fine. The only thing that I don't want to let you do is I'm not going to let you use the PPC in anything other than standard mode right now. Okay, I think we need to have a couple conversations on friendly fire, because that was kind of ridiculous. Ben, how you doing? Okay, your armor held. That's lovely to hear. Very happy to hear that you didn't get annihilated by your own friend. Turn all the systems on. Set this sucker to... Yeah, we'll keep it on Narc. Fire! Jump jets destroyed. He's having a bit of a bad day. Engine crits. Ouch. 9-7 initiative. And we managed to avoid our ammo explosion. Although I'm not sure how much Narc ammo would explode. Like, how much does Narc ammo explode? That is a question I'm kind of wondering now. If it just all explodes up, do I just get the Narc status effect? And, you know, the chaff status effect? Which would be kind of hilarious, but still. Alright, so the Lance has been eliminated. We're not going to get anything special unless we manage to roll, I don't know, a double heat sink kit or something, just randomly, which would be amazing. Not going to complain. But yeah, we're probably not going to get anything too good. Oh, the things I could do to the Gladiator with a double heat sink kit. So plus 86,460, so we still made some money, although after repairs that may not be much. And the Urban Mech R60 needs to be patched up a little bit more. Got the Oscout part, okay, 35-ton mech. I don't know if I'll keep it. It's an Oscout at the end of the day. It's a bit derpy, it doesn't have its own model, so I'm not super interested in it. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of its model, although I can't really remember off the top of my head what its model is, but I do remember that I was amused, but I wasn't particularly impressed. Not because it's a bad model, mind you, just because... there are certain mechs that impress me. Vindicators impress me. They are gorgeous-looking mechs. Shadowhawks do not impress me. They're amazing mechs. They're not great-looking, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are huge fans of Shadowhawks. Apparently, Shadowhawks are just stupidly popular for some reason. I don't know why, because the Centurion is way cooler. It does almost the same thing. Not quite, but similar. Alright, what do we got here? So, a little bit of war going on. So, Davian's off in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. Clan Wolf fighting Clan Ghost Bear. Steel Viper has taken Brugels from Hans. And Tortuga has captured Okefenokee. Okay, that's... I love the BattleTech universe. Alright, so we made about 50,000 C-bills on this contract. That'll be a little bit more, pushes up higher, which is great. But it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is, let's go to our reputation screen, because that should get us up to 100. We may ally with the faction. When you choose to ally with a faction, you will gain access to that faction's unique quartermaster store with rare equipment, mechs, and weapons. You'll also unlock special, difficult faction-only missions with rare rewards. When you become allied, your reputation with the faction can no longer fall below 0, and you will no longer be able to take missions that directly target your ally. However, you will become enemies with all the faction's enemies, and when you become an enemy, your reputation with that faction is lowered to 0, if above 0, and can never rise above 0. You can choose to break the alliance, but this will drastically reduce your reputation with your former ally, and will prevent you from becoming allied with another faction for 1 in-game year, 52 weeks, which is a really long time in this game. Alright, the Tortugan Dominion is enemies with House Steiner, the Lyran Commonwealth, House Merrick, the Free Worlds League, House Kurita, the Draconis Combine, House Davian, the Federated Sons, House Lao, the Capellan Confederation, the Oregon Coalition, and Comstar. Sure, let's piss off the phone company. So, we've finally done it. Howl's Harrows. It is an official subsidiary of the Tortugan Dominion. Good job, everybody. Let's go check the store. I mean, I don't have the money to buy anything in the store, but I do want to check the store. Show it to me. Aha, we have a faction shop. So the really awesome thing about the faction shop, if you are familiar with the faction shop, skip on ahead a little bit because we will be doing another battle, but I do want to talk about this slightly. The faction shop is created by all of the gear that every other player in the faction didn't take during their contracts. So somebody didn't want a pair of XL engines, so didn't take them. It goes into the faction shop. Not I don't think it's 100% of the gear. It's the selection from it. But yeah, so check the faction shop. There could be amazing stuff there. Like double Gauss rifle ammo. I'm a huge fan. Do I have a Gauss rifle? Also, the faction shop resets like every 10 minutes, so you have a limited opportunity. We've combined a little bit of odd gameplay. Was that a clan X? That's a clan easy. I want it, but I don't have the money for it. I shouldn't have checked the shop, but yeah, that's some sweet gear here. So we got LB-10s, we got mag shot cannons, AC-5 ammunition for, well, double Gauss rifle, which is great. 20 shots. Oh, so lovely. That's 4 extra rounds. Slug ammo for an LB-10, which, you know, I'd like an LB-10. Is that? And there is an LB-10 in the shop at the moment, in case you want one. A light PPC, medium lasers, and medium laser minus, because nobody should actually be taking these things. Deadfire SRM ammo times 3. What sort of battle were you fighting, buddy? Narc beacon ammo for just an arc. No jump jets, because everyone's taking jump jets. Emergency coolant systems, XL engines, an exchanger plus, which is more than my company is currently worth, and then just a whole bunch of good gear. Oh yes, the faction shop makes going for all money contracts totally worthwhile. And how long until I can actually field another force? The Phoenix Hawk will be ready in 12 days. I think I can get everybody ready in 12 days, and we can take one more mission. Right. So I also need the... Where is it? Yeah, the Usagi needs to be next because the Usagi needs the patch job. So let's roll the clock on. We're also going to get Howl out of the med bay. The Usagi is now finished. Come over to the base. Hi, refit, fix this because it's dented. It'll take 2 days and like 5,000 or something like that. It's not the biggest cash pay. Oh, 1,200, even cheaper. Much cheaper than I thought it was. So we will be able to do something with it. Manage tasks, put the Usagi back up to the top along with the Phoenix Hawk. We'll get that mostly all done. I think we should have the entire company ready to go. We got power conduits done, which will improve our repair progress as well, because it's a +1 tech points. I don't have the money to do anything more than that at the moment. We are very close up to a financial report. 2 more days. Stop! 1 day. Okay, just gotta do a quick check, make sure the Phoenix Hawk is actually... Oh, it's not functional. What's wrong with it? What's broken on it? Please tell me it's just a shoulder. A foot and a jump jet. Can I put a jump jet on for less than a day? If I can, I'm doing it, but no, it'll take a day. So we'll do that. Fix that, pull that off. You're -1 jump jet for this mission because I'm getting this last mission in for this month. Do a quick check of the barracks, make sure that nobody's actually leveled up because we are going to do one more mission. Howl, you're getting recoil? Oh, ooh. Or overheat threshold. Will you drive a Phoenix Hawk? Overheat threshold is more for you. Although I do need to give, I think Finn's the current pilot of it? No, he's not. He's definitely not. Oh, you've leveled up. You've leveled up seriously. You can get... You know what? I'm going to turn you into a tactics piloting. Give you all the massive bonuses that you can get out of that. Maybe we'll get some good stuff. Then I can finally get you Gunnery 5, which will actually make you useful to things. Oh, I have a similar idea. Death Crusade? Yeah, Death Crusade can go the way. Same way. As long as they've got the running ability. As long as they have Ace Pilot. That's kind of how I'm leaning into it. Jester's good, Mockingbird good, Paladin's good, and Paradox is good. Alright, contract time. Hopefully it didn't shuffle the contracts too much. Bodyguards. But literally can't take missions against Tortuga anymore, and I do have access now to special Tortuga missions, although we're not in a position to really do anything about that. Alright, negotiate. Give me all this stuff. Ooh, can I get higher? Or no? No, it's just locked in. So we're going to go for 417 salvage because I could get mechs. Throw the Phoenix Hawk in here as well as the Javelin. And put Howl back in our Phoenix Hawk. Yes, it's a cooker, but we can do it fine. So who's driving it? It's Jester who's in the Shadowhawk. Jester does already have the -1 gunnery. So that will be great. Alright, let's drop down on these. Yes, I know the Phoenix Hawk is underweight by half a ton. We got to put a jump jet back onto it. We'll get around to that. It'll be done. Don't worry. No worries. We'll fix it. It'll be great. Just not today. We don't use the jump jets on that darn thing all that often anyway. First of all, the planet's too gosh darn hot to do it. And second of all, I actually could just pull off a couple of jump jets. Yeah, 2 jump jets for 2 more heat sinks. That might help. Because this planet is a toaster. It is so hot and steamy. Like a sauna. Except, you know, more desert-like. I wonder, would humid air be better for heat sinking because there's a lot of water in it that can evaporate? Or would dry air be better for heat sinking? I kind of want to lean towards humid air just because of the evaporation idea. Huh. I should look into that at some point. just because it is somewhat amusing to me. But yeah, we are now fielding our entire company, minus the 2 mechs that are currently in for like another month's worth of repair, and I should probably take a mission that'll give me buku amounts of cash just to sort of stock up, so I can maybe buy something from the faction shop, and also so we can travel to a new planet. But anyway, bodyguards. We have a VIP at a base on Valoy, and we just received a garbled transmission from local agents that the base will be attacked by the planetary government. They're striking at the VIP, and they know that our forces are not in a position to come to his aid. We need a team of competent mercenaries to protect the facility and our personnel. So this will be 4 of 17 priority salvage at a single scale mission, which could give us a lot of good gear. I mean, it'll be solid. 252,400 Z-bills. I would like to field an entire lance, though. Anybody else hear that sound? Sounds like a jet engine flying through the side. Huh. Maybe we'll get aero fighters. Or the ability to field vehicles. But that is in the future. To be fair, though, I was somewhat in the camp of I don't think it's going to ever happen, but then, you know, they made it so that you can field 2 full lances. So, I don't know what to think anymore. Maybe it's possible, although I have heard it's extremely difficult to mess with it just because of the way that the mech lab works. Alrighty then. We have Sergeant Ashley Kelly alongside with us for this one, using the blue face paint. Extra support, if we can bring the turrets online, which we absolutely must do. Okay, so it's normally this way and the enemy's off over in this direction, but maybe not, because it is random spawns. Where is the Vanguard? There it is. Ooh, they spawned to the south. Huh, that's interesting. Got a striker down there. Mockingbird. I'm gonna be honest, it's gotta be friendly. There's no way that these... Yeah, that command bunker... It's got to be friendly, so we got to make sure that our friends manage to actually get over here. Get the Hachi on the roll. It has a lot of great SRM work, assuming, of course, you don't have AMS. Maybe I should try and see... Yeah, I definitely need to try and see about getting my hands on something like...
Let's move.
Ooh, I think we've identified most of it. We got to get our hands on some kind of MRM. Got a Jenner X as well as a Striker. Both of them were terrible shots because they have first spawn protection, which sucks, but there it is. We've been told that the first spawn protection is here to stay, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, it does on certain, well, on original map types, it made a lot of sense. Now that we have the random spawns, I don't know how true that is anymore. I mean, maybe just give the enemy a debuff on things. All right, the engineers are in position. We are now being friendly jammed, I think, or supported, hopefully. Enemy ECM at the hammer. Oh, we got a hammer. Oh, I have like 4 parts to a hammer. I could get a mech. Was that an AMS that just shot down all of the missiles? Oh, it was. Please don't break your mech too much. Actually, no. Feel free to break your mech all you want. I think I have 4 hammer parts, so it'll only cost me like 20,000 C-bills to fix or seal you. Target is terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, no shot. Don't shoot. And paradox. Bring the Usagi around. We will get accurate fire. 37. Yeah, that's not particularly accurate.
On my way.
Oh, never mind. It's perfectly accurate. Set that circuit at rapid fire and let's rock and roll. Mini Archer. I think I hit him 3 times. Good job. A little purple PPC. We gotta use more of these. We're now officially pirates. And a trebuchet. Oh god. Trebuchets are good, mechs. Don't shoot that building. Stop shooting that building. Just don't do it. Trebuchets are solid. And I have made a serious mistake by just not spreading the fire all around. Regardless of the fact that I can't hit, I should be shooting everybody anyway. And the reason is because I need to distract them from being able to just burn down buildings. Long range fire onto the hammer. Manage to actually touch him a little bit more and it'll make him a little bit unsteady. Jester.
Got something you want done?
Yeah, what I need you to do is I need you to multi-target everybody. I know, it sucks, but it's gotta be done. Striker, and you... Turn that sucker onto an SRM setting. You just... Okay, you do have a target. I was like, wait a second. You can get C? Can't get C. Probably won't hit. I really don't want to fire these because I'm shooting over the head of my friendlies, but it's got to be done.
Affirmative.
Nailed him. So, missed him, but he's been tagged. He now understands that he's in combat. And breaching shot. I actually got a couple more hits than I thought it was. But now everybody's been officially tagged. Hopefully that'll draw their fire into me rather than the buildings that I'm desperately trying to save. And I don't think we actually shot anybody in the back of the head, so that's good. So we maintained a little bit of separation, but this medium reinforced building is almost dead already because of a trebuchet. Trebuchets, super solid mechs. 50 tons, lots of missiles, very dangerous. AMS kind of nukes them a little bit, but still. I don't like fighting trebuchets, not because I don't like the mech, I do, but because they're really good. They're solid stock designs, in my opinion. Although I think I could make a serious argument for it. I would probably prefer a trebuchet. Oh, shooting command bunker, never mind. I would probably prefer a trebuchet over a Shadowhawk, or even a Centurion. And they're a 5-ton heavier mech. So, just because you can just bombard somebody from longish range, and the closer they get, the worse it gets. And then they're getting close, and you still got 3 medium lasers to back that up. And it's like, goodbye, son. Although the Trebuchet 5S might be my favorite version. That sucker is the punchy version. Well, not punching, but it gets in close, it brawls with you because it has twin SRM 6s, additional armor, and the triple medium lasers. So it's solid as all heck. 4 of 22. This AMS is not particularly effective. In tabletop, it's just stupid good against the vehicles. Because it crits them all over the place, and just vehicles explode almost immediately if you get anywhere near them. So fast, nimble, well-armored, get him behind them, suddenly hit him with the SRMs, and they are just gone. Doesn't work quite as well in this. SRMs, the through-armor criticals and the auto crits on vehicles don't really work in RogueTech. I don't know if that's gonna... Well, no, through-armor criticals absolutely work. We've seen where that works, but vehicles being hyper-vulnerable to criticals, even though they still have armor, that is not in. And I kind of would like it to be, because that would be really fun. Is the Allies gonna actually figure out what they're doing yet? Or they're still just in awe of my amazingness? Or are they still just trying to see? I mean, there's a lot of jamming going on around here. Long-range fire out of the trebuchet. Oh, accurate fire. Are those streak? No, those are swarms. He's unsteady. Oh, so good job. We are gonna nuke him hard. Okay, that was artillery. Oh yeah, the command bunker. I don't want to be anywhere near here. They are just putting out too much fire. Literally. Finn. You have shooting scoot, so that's exactly what you're gonna do. Show me the trebuchet. Oh, the trebuchet's so vulnerable. Fire! A lot less accurate than I figured you were gonna be, but you did manage to get the chaff on, so he'll be extra inaccurate. Fall back!
Heading out.
I worry about us getting shot at in fairly short order by, you know, the artillery. So, I can't imagine he's having a particularly good day. He's gonna take so much damage just for standing in a fire. Because he's gotta drive through all of this fire to get out of there. Lobbing Inferno, like, artillery at tanks may be a fantastic idea. I should look into that. I know Flamers deal additional damage to vehicles. I wonder if Inferno rounds would also deal additional damage to vehicles. That would be hilarious. Yeah, keep the pressure going on. Medium lasers. Blitz him! He's been tagged. Target acquired. And he's even less steady, but he's not dead yet. I really kind of got to hope that we get the opportunity to make him hurt even more. Yeah, I'll go there. That's okay. Ally turns. Incoming fire. Long range. No, not yet. Mockingbird, you're exactly the person I wanted to see. Why? You have listen kill ammunition, and you are not afraid to use it. I said Mockingbird. Wait your turn, Jester. This is a team sport. It's not, but it's a team battle. Can't get a shot free from obstruction until I move here. That's fine. 57? I don't think so. Fire! Nice! Cracked him. Blew out his engine. Looks like he had an XL on board. So we don't gotta worry about that anymore. That'll be really helpful. If you guys can just all, like, automatically die because of fire. Mass truck moving forward. Even the doctors are getting involved in this one. I would like to keep this building alive because the enemy is just gonna come around next turn, I think. I think we might get one more round to shoot before the reinforcements arrive, but it's gonna be rough. Hammer coming on forward. I'd like to kill you swiftly. Howl.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, it's time to get your Phoenix Hawk back up here. You are finally involved in a combat again. Can I see that hammer? Where is that hammer? It's kind of hard to see through all of the fire and death. Give me a sprint. Oh, there's the hammer. Oh, I got you. I got you. That's not terrible. Not terrible plan. I'll get positioned over here so I can shoot at anybody I want to. Good accuracy, decent accuracy, terrible accuracy. Could pop you, or have a Thunderbolt 10s. Yeah, pop him. Shoot at him! Shoot at him a lot! He's got basically autocannons for missiles. I'm not even joking. That's what we're talking about here. He's got autocannons for his missiles. Actually, he's just not good enough on the hammer, but I will get to the hammer, don't you worry. Shut off that cannon, let it reset for a bit, and yeah, blitz him. Gyro crit, he's having a bad day. Can I just get a little bit more fire down on this target just to make sure that he really has a bad day? Because he's unsteady, he's lost his evasion, and he's right up against the line. So if anybody can put any amount of firepower onto this general right now, that's kind of a key thing. Because you'll knock him over. And then we can, you know, follow up and just nuke him with all sorts of weapons. I'm still a little bit concerned that the water is on fire. I don't think that's supposed to be the case. That means they're using some sort of, like, napalm fire. No, he's got to be able to move, isn't he? Please let it be the striker. Please let that be the striker. Because if it's the striker, we can take care of it. We may have gotten a bit close. Oh, nope, it's the jetter. Plus 10 heat from fire. And he is going to shoot at us. Luckily for us, he managed to miss. But yeah, Thunderbolt's pretty terrifying. Both of them got shot down. That is the weakness of Thunderbolts. At the end of the day, a Thunderbolt is still just a missile, and there's only 2 of them. Alright, time to light you up with PPC fire, purple power. And cored him out. Well, we didn't core him out, we blew out his engine, but good enough. Alright, so he is down. We've just got the hammer and Mr. Truck over here, which, well, he's standing in the middle of a lot of fire. Not a little bit of fire, mind you. A lot of fire. So I do have some concerns on that. Well, I think he has some concerns on that. Me, not so much. Through the fire, through the flames. He's taking burning damage. Open fire on us. Looks like the AMS took care of pretty much all of that. 18 of 22, and the other 4 looks like they missed. He's just going to pop? That'd be ideal, but no. Alright, fire some long-range fire down. Please, you have lots of turrets. Also, please don't be close enough in order to get nuked by more arrow fire, because that would be painful. I have several mechs that are a little bit too close. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. That was only Chef. The Shadowhawk is in the blast radius. The Phoenix Hawk might be as well. Yellow Jacket moving to the side. Long range fire coming down to the hammer. He is unsettled, as one might be after they got almost hit by arrow 4 fire. And all the fire goes out. Finn.
Standing by.
Right. So Finn is just going to slip on over here.
Roger.
So we have one more turn to see if we can't wipe out everybody, and we're going to try. Fire! And we knocked him out. Apparently, we knocked him out using chaff rounds, which is really fun. Okay, so now we've taken care of the guy who was close to us and could potentially get us killed based purely on proximity. Can I get the next one? Because he is kind of... oh, nope, I got a shot. We got ourselves a shot. 38% is not exactly good, but you know what? Rock and roll with it. Okay, we managed to hit something important on him. Head hit, pilot injury. She is a headhunter, mainly because she's shooting a lot of shots at people, and it's surprisingly effective. Wheeled APC, zipping on around. Howl, you get in that water and you get ready to open fire with everything. Fire. Large laser X managed to connect, and I think we knocked out some important pieces of equipment. I think we can build a hammer now. I think I only need 1 piece to a hammer. Alright, Paladin, you're just going to sort of maneuver into the middle of this whole thing. That way we're in a position to engage whoever comes next. Paradox, paradoxically needs to get his heat under control. And we'll get you over there. Chill you out. Phase 14. Allies maneuvering around. Don't know where the next force is coming from, but we do need to keep that in mind. I kind of just want to get into the water. Nah, it would be basically a wash at that point. So we'll just walk. We'll get our heat back under control by walking around. And next round we'll probably open up with an autocannon. It'll be a great salvo. Everybody will enjoy it. It'll be lovely. Wheeled APC, currently all moving to the north. Not sure why. Haven't figured it out just yet. But maybe they know something that we don't when it comes to enemy spawns, which will happen next turn. It's always nice when you wipe out the Vanguard before the reinforcements come, because it means you get to reposition back to actually defending the base. Here they come! Alright, where is this dropship coming in? Up to the north. Okay, well, it's all the north. Up to my relative north, the top of the screen. Don't see anything back there. Don't see any jamming going on. So we're going to head up here. Maybe they spawned over here and here. That would be a fascinating change in how this battle normally goes. Because normally on this particular base defense, the Vanguard spawns over here, and they're chasing a pair of APCs moving this way, and then the second group spawns in up there and down here. So that did not happen this time. So a single commando off in the distance we have identified. Finn, I don't think you've got a shot. Just going to be honest with you, but... oh, actually, no, you might. Because you've got LRMs. And you've got fairly good ones. You know what? I've got another 50 rounds of chaff LRM ammo. Fire! Aha! We got him! He's been tagged. Well, not tagged. We didn't fire the tag. But he has been chaffed, so he'll be a little less accurate for whatever that's going to do for us. That's kind of the whole point of that mech. It's supposed to be a very friendly fire support gear, where it can get in there, do sort of the Jenner style hit and run with the 4 medium lasers. Also has the LRM-5 for backup, although I'm really tempted to give it dead fire ammunition on that thing. I mean, just imagine it. Suddenly he opens up with dead fires, and it's miraculous. I'm in tag range. Blink. Did not connect. Tags don't recall, so it's fine. Just blast all the time. If you've got the heat control for it, shoot everything. There's no reason not to. If you don't have the heat control, though, however, maybe save a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, you still want to be aggressive. Got a command bunker over here. He has a remote sensor dispenser, AMS flare, chaff, tag barrage laser. Oh, and laser AMS. So that's what the well, the nuking bomb. It's not a nuke. I really need to stop saying it's a nuke, because there are actually nukes in the game. I'm not using them, but they exist. It's absolutely an option to turn on nuke carriers, and it's terrifying, because it's everything from nuclear arrow for artillery-equipped urban mechs to... Oh god, you're a flyer. You haven't moved yet, have you? No, you haven't. Well, that's not good. But you did. You move at 25. Rapid fire? Yeah, shoot him down!
Let's do this.
Would have been really cool. It did not happen. But we're going to have to do something about this ferret. He is sitting in the middle of a mineral field, and that's not good. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, the nuclear carriers hit everything from an urban mech with Arrow 4 nuclear artillery, to a truck with said same, to a flea with a nuclear suitcase bomb in the cockpit. It's rather terrifying once it starts opening up on you. Medium lasers all off, and give him... there's no point. 1.9% may as well not exist. We gotta wait till he gets off of that rock so I can actually do something. But yeah, a flea with a nuclear suitcase bomb in its chest. Which, you know, rather terrifying at that point. Because then you've got lots of suicide bombers on top of you. Not really a cost-effective measure, I will say, because seriously, it's a flea. There are lots of things you can do with a flea. They are very nimble, very aggressive little mechs. I'm quite a big fan of them. But hey, if that's the way you want to run the game, then you can absolutely do that. I just probably would not want to be on your team to do it. Give a shot. You really kind of don't. I don't want to risk the risks. Brace it up, get under temperature. That way we can eventually just nuke you with enough fire. It's a commando up there. I'm not all that worried. I am a little bit worried about this ferret, though, because this ferret could do nasty things to me that I don't want to do. But, oh, I should have shot... Oh, we did shoot him. We're good. We shot at him with PPCs. It was hilarious. Because they were purple. So the forces to the north so far being led by a commando. We have lots of electronic countermeasure coverage going on over here, which is great. Hopefully that'll make him just incapable of actually doing anything accurate. We have also a laser AMS system on our team, which is also lovely. So there's a lot of good stuff we can potentially get here. I think there will be 4 parts to a trebuchet out there too, so that's going to compete with my hammer. Because the hammer is only like 30 tons. It's a tiny little mech. Long range fire. Oh, wow, the commando just got lit the heck. Oh, that was the barrage. That would be why. The barrage tag just laying into things. Are we looking at a similar problem here? One hit. I don't think the barrage connected. Unless, you know, they're about to hit me everywhere else. Did you miss and hit me? No, you didn't. Okay. So this ferret has been touched. And, the commando's been barraged. He's probably not having the best day. I can see he's basically got no armor left anywhere. That white bar, that's your combined armor in every location. So it can be very, very high and you can still annihilate the enemy. But if it gets really, really low like that, it means you're in trouble. Lots of long-range barrage fire. Lots of good damage done. Tag barrage, crit. Oh, good. He's got a tag barrage too. We gotta kill that. We gotta kill that fast. Please tell me I get to move before him because he's gonna hurt. Arctic Fox. Got more Arctic mechs. Interesting. It's an Omni-mech, isn't it? It currently looks like an Arctic cheetah, no? No, it does not. It looks like a Kit Fox. Forgot. Looks like a Kit Fox and is one of the most common Omni-mechs that we've been running into lately. So I think we've run into at least 3, maybe 4 of them. So yeah, Arctic Foxes. Wheeled APC, shifting on around, doing nothing. Enemy turn. Did we really roll so low as to everybody had nothing? Mockingbird!
Waiting for orders.
You need to shoot at him with everything you've got. There's no getting around this. So you have lots of machine guns, you have lots of SRMs, this is kind of your bag. I understand the chance is very low, but he's got basically nothing left. And he has a very, very dangerous tag system. Oh, she got him! 12% and she got it. Nice job. Mockingbird in the Hachi. Mockingbird is a klutz, by the way. She has harder time trying to level up piloting and has a chance to eject if she ever falls over. I really shouldn't be making her such an important part of the team. Purely because of that. Alright, what do we got here? Lots of light PPCs. You are basically dead. You just haven't realized it yet. Fire the chaff. Let's see if we can't prevent him from doing anything to miss. We did tag him. We weren't able to hit him with the chaff. Maybe we can get a little bit of fire support on this one to hopefully nuke him, blow his head off. That would be ideal. Ripper coming forward to provide the ECM coverage that we so desperately want. And the Arctic Fox getting shot at by a pair of PPCs. Triple PPC. No, Pyro PPC. I can see it's purple. You can barely see it's purple, but it's there. So apparently our Rippers are equipped with pirate PPCs. That's really fun. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. We're working for Tortuga, so clearly we should have a lot of pirate gear. But we also have a lot of VTOLs, and that's a lot of fun. So the VTOLs actually all start moving a little bit more aggressively, then we could really get some work done. I would prefer if this yellow jacket started, getting on top of things. It's only got rocket pods. Interesting. Paradox, you did a lovely job. It's time to get Usagi on out of here. Running time. So we'll just get you under control with the heat by running instead of flying. Because if you fly, well, you'll cook yourself by the time you actually land. And we want to avoid that if at all possible. Mass truck driving around. More ECM protection going on. Paladin! I want you to kill. I don't know who I want you to kill yet, but I want you to kill. Maybe run? Ooh. Should see the commando from here, right?
Roger that.
Nope. But we are in a position now to engage the commando. Also, there's water, and water is helpful and special. Wheeled APC continuing to move on forward. Howl. Amazingly, your mech is under control temperature-wise. Like, I am frankly shocked. You are never under control temperature-wise, yet today, everything is going fine. Now, she did just recently pick up an additional 10 heat threshold, which is nice. And she also has 5% reduction from her normal gut skill. You missed with the tag. It would have been really nice if you had missed him just barely with, say, a barrage artillery, but I get the feeling that's going to be coming for us instead. Sprint! Everybody goes. Everybody ECM protection. Continue defending everything just through the power of magical electronic particles. And this Ripper is... Wait, are you alive? Alright, you're different. You're yellow. The other one was a yellow jacket. Shoot. More missiles incoming. So swarms managed to connect with, or those weren't swarms, those were chaff. They managed to connect with one, which is okay. Hachi's still over there, so Mockingbird's Hachi can hopefully take care of things. Long-range light rifle shot does not connect with the Arctic Fox, although they put a long rifle on a helicopter. I want that to sink in for just a moment. Lots of long-range missile fire, lots of chaff, blinding flares, sensor scrambled. Hopefully that means he's not going to be able to touch us with all of those light PPCs, because he's clearly a light PPC sniper, and he does the job, I assume, fairly decently with all the light PPCs. I judge their performance based solely on how many they've got. Lots of incoming missiles. Ripper taking a couple of hits all over the place, but I don't think it's dead. I don't think, I know for a fact it's not dead, but it does look like an enemy helicopter group did drop in behind us. Right. So, what you can do is you can actually sprint to get into the water and forward and be super aggressive about it. Have you sensors on this? We have identified an Ignis tank, which I don't really care about. You're already, like, messed up badly, so I'm just going to add in target acquired. Make you easy to kill. So now other people can shoot at you. Paladin,
I live to serve.
the Tonbo needs to engage as well. This is a requirement that we now have. Sprint as well. Not quite into the water, but we're almost there. And you may as well fire because you're right next to the water. Hey, target acquired again. So he is just being locked up by everything. Hopefully that'll be accurate long-range fire onto him so he doesn't survive. Wheeled APC does not actually engage. So there should be a commander somewhere around here. Oh, there's another commander to the south. Crap, I need to turn the Shadowhawk around. There he is! Look at him. He's got no armor. He lost it all in a poker match. Where's that commando? I don't see it. Well, you know what? It's not important. How's your armor at the moment? Your armor couldn't care less. Well, it kind of could, actually. How is this? This is terrible. How about if I get right up close and personal on top of him? Is this any better? A little bit. Although I am risking myself to getting barrage now. Got him! Nice job. That's another helicopter knocked out of the sky by Hachi. Oh, there's the commando. I see him now. He's off in the distance over here. They're coming at us from all sides. Hopefully we can hold them off long enough. This commando has no armor, but is not yet dead, because the enemy is not managing to connect on the proper location just yet. Howl! Yeah, you got a vector off north here to try and take on this commando. I think you can do it. I have faith in you. You're in a Phoenix Hawk, and there's a fairly solid Phoenix Hawk at that. Although there might be one other unit somewhere off here, unless it was a short lance, which it could be. Don't think so. Ooh, I have a shot. How good is this shot? 18% is not good enough. Sorry, but it ain't. Not with a gun that recoils so much and jams so much and just... I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the gun that jams. I don't have the double heat sinks to not, though. Once he gets a high enough gunnery, though, he'll start really mitigating that. Oh, he's got gunnery 8? Wait, really? Oh, yeah, because of all his upgrades. Right. Okay. His cockpit gives him gunnery improvements, which that actually will help out considerably in terms of keeping him from exploding. Oh, Oh, the Tombo taking the hit from the PPCs. We were kind of expecting that. So the Arctic Cheetah has already engaged us quite heavily. And hopefully he will stand still. He totally did. He totally did. We got him. We got him. I mean, he's not dead yet, but I think we got him. Usagi, fly! I love doing this. Urban mech suddenly across the map. You can't stop me. If I shut off my air medium laser, I can keep the heat under control, which we'll do. Rapid fire. By the way, our gun's not jammed, right? We haven't broken it. We have broken it. Crap. Go to normal mode. Do not fire in super mode. Ooh, that looks like it was good. That's a beautiful screenshot. Sensors impaired. He did manage to take the hit, so he's not having the best of days ever. Not sure. We don't have any detailed information about his armor just yet, but I'm hoping to get some in the reasonably short future. Although, how long until your tag is off cooldown? Because you have the opportunity to nuke us, and that's a little... Yeah, it's still on cooldown. Once that tag barrage comes off cooldown, he's going to start throwing it around like it's nobody's business. Lots of protection going on for the APCs, as they are milling through what is basically just one gigantic view of electronic fuzz. Do not attempt to use your electronic sensors in this thing. You're just going to see basically the sun. Or at least a miniature one. A little bit more fire coming down to the Arctic Cheetah. Still not able to connect. Unfortunately, we need to get closer. Closer so that we can hit him with our swords that we don't have. Tagged! He's been tagged. He'll be easier to hit for everybody. Eastern protection going down over here as well. Phase 11. The enemy may move. Wait, I've already moved. Oh yeah, I'm hoping to get ahead of them on the next phase. Long range, yeah, I think the... Oh no, this is just the small barrage, which gives him chaff and flare, which you should have fired at him. Just in order to keep him fully under control, because he's got a lot of shots coming in. And what else got for backup? Where's that swarm LRM that just comes in and annihilates the universe? Oh, that might actually be the barrage. Huh. Oh well. Hopefully we will have enough firepower to kill this commando this turn. Can't guarantee it, though. I mean, there's no guarantees in life. Yellow jacket, shifting off to the side. And you have a gun to use? You do. And rocket pods. Structure exposed. The Arctic Fox is vulnerable. Oh, we can take him. We can take him. Finn.
Orders.
Yeah, the order is get up close and personal.
Move order received.
And it's time to mark this guy out for everybody to see. Fire! Target acquired ×3. I think we missed the tag, though. Paladin.
Orders.
You're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to pile up as much as we can on this Arctic Fox. Engine crit? Engine destruction? No, not yet. Mockingbird.
Commander?
Mockingbird is fighting a different war at the moment. A war with, well, this guy. But, oh, she can't get a shot. Where was it? I saw it. There it is. She gets the shot. Long range. Listen, kill SRMs. I've got 2 shots left. You're going to have to switch it to normal SRMs. Less accurate, but hey. We got a hit. Good job. So a single commando pirate should be equipped, I believe, with a flamer? But maybe not. It's not a Mr. Stabby, because I don't see any additional spikes and smiles on him. Allied fire coming out on the commando. Managed to hit him with 10 damage and nothing else. Not going to lie. Slightly disappointing. I was hoping he'd be completely fried. I was also hoping to have him completely fried, because if he shoots at me, life is going to be pain. Just all kinds of pain. I mean, he's got a whole ton of light PPCs. He may choose not to cook, though. Howl! Yes, you have a target. You can get to the target, yes? Yes.
On my way.
Hi, buddy. Oh, you are not jamming me, are you? All weapons active and fire. Okay, you missed most of those. He really needs to stop missing so many shots. It's becoming a bit of a problem. Gotta get her a little bit more gunnery. But I wanted the control. Lower leg destroyed. Okay, they're going for machine guns against the commando. Honestly, not the worst thing in the world, because he has basically an entire open mech. However, you do want to get around to his front so you can start hitting that center torso more reliably, because the center torso is totally open. Pirate commando getting behind me. Missiles! Whew. Getting a little bit of damage in there. But we are alive. Oh, apparently we have friendly AMS that is still providing ultra long range cover for us. Paradox.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, here's the deal. You're going to line him up. You're going to nail him with everything you've got. Fire.
Copy that.
Sensors impaired. Good hit on him. He's feeling a bit unsettled, as you do when you're suddenly getting barraged by a whole ton of urban mechs. When the urban mechs start flooding at you, will you be able to stand the line? I think not. They're all going to bite at your ankles and take you down. Also, especially that Hachi. The Hachi is fairly decent, actually. As long as there's no AMS, I'm really confident of that Hachi. The Usagi has a desperate need for double heat sinks. Oh, so much fire in the Tombo. But Tombo does not care. It is aggressive, it is nimble, it is maneuverable, and it is in the middle of a universe of jamming. And he's... Whoa, he's being hyper-aggressive on that. There goes this heat initiative. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that for a little while. I'm going to have to wait, and the friendly turrets are going to basically kill him. I mean, maybe Jester can get an easy, free headshot. I mean, do I want an Arctic Fox? Is an Arctic Fox something I really desire? Wheeled APC, getting shot at. Managed to shoot down almost all of it with the AMS. It is, after all, standing near a command bunker that has a laser AMS that is indeed on. Give me the shot. 6%. I mean, that's actually not terrible. It's a 99% chance to hit. 99. It's got a 1 in 20 chance of hitting this shot. Yeah, it did not happen. We just blew out the engine core. Looks like we saved most of his light PPCs, though, so that'll be good. So we've taken out the big one. Now it's just the Commando and the Ignis over here, and the Commando over here. So 2 Commandos and an Ignis. I think we might be able to kill him in the next few turns. I mean, we're only going to have 3 turns to do it, but they are steadily moving forward, and he has literally no armor. With APC shifting around, going to do a little bit of long-range fire. Heat sink destroyed, so the Commando's going to have an even worse time now that we're in the nice heat boiling. Oh wow, this is going to be an extra long episode. I blame the AI. I do. I honestly do. Oh, they're slow. But I don't want to lose the AI on, like, base defense missions. This is great having them here. Having them on normal missions, not so much, because they're useless on normal missions, but you give them an objective to hold, and they actually run fairly good. I mean, it'd be nice if they had, like, more long-range fire support weapons, so they're guaranteed to shoot, but... Oh, wow, you missed by 1%. There was a great opportunity for that commando to cease existing. It didn't happen, but there was the opportunity. Ripper shifting on forward once again. Gonna fire the commando. Tore off his right arm because he has no armor. So now you can start digging into the rest of the mech. Like, seriously, whoever's got that swarm LRM, you can do a great job. The real question, though, is where is this going to shoot? We are in phase 11 with the barrage laser. Is it ready to go? Oh, it's still not ready to fire. Okay, good. Because I don't want to get nuked by it. Although the presence of artillery on base defense maps makes trying to melee and brawl with people really unappealing. Because it's like, yeah, you can get close to them. You're just going to get hit by half the universe when you do it. And we phase the Ignis tank rolling forward. Did not do anything. Allied forces still here. The commando is about to get all the swarms. You tried to be clever. It did not work. How's he doing? He's almost unsteady. If I can hit him pretty hard with the lasers... Oh, of course you nuked me. So the command bunker over here did, of course, fire his weapon, which torched us. He's feeling confident. Okay. How bad did the Phoenix Hawk get hit by that? Backup result, it's actually not bad at all. Okay. Heat was probably the bigger of the issues, but we were not at the center of that, so we came out of that okay. EC and protection going down. SRM's all to normal, but we have no target, so we'll chill out. Paradox. I want to see if you can't steal that commando kill from them, because, you know, we have an opportunity here. It's a good shot, too. Fire! You didn't quite kill him, but he doesn't have a whole heck of a lot left at this point. We did destroy the side torso. He's feeling unsettled again. Okay, that's good. No longer feeling super confident. 2 more hits from long-range missiles. Or, actually, no, those are short-range missiles. His panic level is critical. As you do. Is he unsteady? Oh, yeah, he's panicked. Just need a little bit more fire, and he's gonna bail. Do I want this stuff in his commando? No. But he's almost dead. Howl! Yeah, you were the center of your own little supernova there for a moment, weren't you? That was rather hilarious. Come in here. Line them up. I see 99s across the board. Shove that line. And there's a commando off. So just dual wielding with the pistols, blasting away with their lasers. Doing a wonderful job. We don't have a gunslinger. Mainly because we don't have the parts to build a gunslinger. But we're close. A gunslinger is basically, it has 2 large lasers, 2 medium lasers, and the heat sinks to handle it for the most part. We had a gunslinger way back in, I believe it was season 1? Captain Falcon, he drove a Phoenix Hawk gunslinger until it's got its head blown off by a large pulse laser. Which, you know, that was kind of sad because Captain Falcon was awesome. Alright, Javelin, it's time to shift on up here. Be aggressive, be powerful. We can kill him with that, or we can start trying to kill you. I don't want to start trying to kill you. Hit him. We'll shove the line, it'll be fine. Target acquired, and ×5. Wow, he should be nice and easy to hit. Because I've got a lot of people who can still move, and not everybody can see this Ignis. Pirate Ignis with 2 vehicle flamers, a normal flamer, heavy pirate machine guns. You guys were supposed to be working together. What? What was? Oh no! It was a wheeled APC. I'm like, wait a second. The Ignis just blew apart. No, that's not what happened. The Tombow does not have super jump, so we're gonna have to wait for the Usagi to be ready. Shift on forward. The Usagi should have temperature under control, right?
Commander.
Yes, sir. It's time to get you on target as fast as you can. Yeah, you're not gonna get on target.
No shooting.
The only thing left is that Ignis. And movement over here by the MASH truck. They're moving in to try and rescue survivors. Anybody who actually managed to get injured, they will be picked up by the MASH team and successfully treated for all of their wounds. That's totally how this works. So come on, the enemy. Where are you? Well, actually, no. Come back to me so I can kill him. Ripper shifting on backwards, but that's okay. And more forces forward. The Ripper can't see the target. Although I bet he can mark the target. That's going to be scary. Phase 11. Oh, we've already gone. We've just got the Ignis left. So I'm kind of tempted to shove the line just to see what I can do. Like, what happens when it explodes? Machine gun fire. Lots of machine gun fire and heat coming out. Yeah, we're going to have to step on people.
Hey, I'm overheating.
Yeah, we noticed, but you're doing okay. You're fine. You're a javelin. You're nimble. You don't have to actually punch anybody if you don't want to. Back to phase 21, Paladin. Bring the Tonbow. Bring it to me. Yes. Point blank range. 70% accuracy. Good heat. Take care of it, please.
Welcome to my hour.
Boom. Alrighty, I think we got this fully under control now. Is that everything? I think it's everything. Yes, we managed to completely wipe the outflow out, which gives us additional cash, which if we had taken this one for money, we'd be in just rolling in dough. Because capture bases, or defend bases, really pay out if you kill everybody and keep all the buildings alive, which we did both of those things. So good job on us, but we took it for salvage because there's actually some really nice salvage on the field right now. I don't think I have a trebuchet part. I really don't think I do. But it would be nice. We made 356,640 on that one. You get plus 10, 20, so 30, 40, 50, 60% contract increase if you take this, if you manage to accomplish all the secondary objectives. Hidden objectives destroy the third lance. Nice. So there are hidden objectives now. Okay, nobody took any penetrating hits. The Usagi, aside from the Usagi, whose cannon exploded, well, damaged itself. The Slight PPC, we gotta get him a little bit more gunnery support, so it has a less chance. The Tombow almost got its center torso ripped out, but that seemed to stand up good. Phoenix Hawk took a hit from behind, is undertunned by 0.5 tons, because it's missing a jump jet that we didn't want to wait for. Hi. I don't have any trebuchet parts, do I? I really don't think that I do. Let's go check out this stuff. Medium lasers, not really interested, because I think we're doing okay. Yeah, we got 8. That's enough. Thunderbolt 10. I don't have any, but I don't think I want to use it. I mean, it's 55 damage for 6 tons. It's AC2 weight with more damage than an AC5. So that's actually not terrible on that. A little toasty, 13 heat, but not for the heat that it's doing. Minus 30% AMS mod, firing a devastating hit. So there's a 30% chance to be intercepted by AMS. Oh, it's a minus 30%. So that's tempting. That is. If there's any ammo for it, I might grab it. Endosteel. I need endosteel. I don't need internal combustion engines, and I don't think I need any of these fusion cores. They're all pretty terrible. Artemis 2. Plus 1 accuracy with missile weapons. Cockpit fire control system. Yeah, we're going to grab that. It's not an Artemis 3, but there's 2 Artemis 2s on here. Fire control system standard. Prototype double heatsink. We don't have the heatsink kit to go with it, unfortunately. Spiked helmet. Ooh, plus 1 injury resisted, although spiked helmets aren't free weight anymore, I don't think. So that is somewhat unfortunate. Spiked helmets used to basically weigh less weight than normal cockpit systems, and so would basically give you whatever you wanted. There is a Thunderbolt ammo here, but I have to take 1 part from the hammer, because it's 4 or 5. That'll build us a 30-tonner. So that has to be taken. Rocket Launcher 5s, no. ER medium lasers are tempting, but I don't have the heat for it. Medium laser, machine gun, heavy pirate, small laser, Thunderbolt. I might be able to find ammunition for it, but just gonna hold that for a moment. Internal combustion, Artemis 4, can't use unless we have the Artemis 4 ammo, which there is a whole bunch of Artemis 4 ammo down at the bottom. But still not worth it in my opinion just yet. Upper hardened, 10% actuator taken, minus 5 damage. That's interesting. Yeah, I think that's it. So we'll grab the Thunderbolt because it's an interesting weapon system. It'll turn a missile hardpoint into basically an autocannon hardpoint that does a lot of damage. If they have AMS, then it's worthless because it'll get intercepted and shot down. But otherwise, so we're getting a hammer, we're getting 2 Artemis 2 fire control systems for our missile mechs, and endo steel, which will be great. We also got the Arctic Fox part, one of the Jenner parts, and a trebuchet part. So we'll now know if we have trebuchets or not. Got the flamer, the rocket launchers, the LRM-5s, all the machine guns, internal combustion engines, which we can sell. We did not get the Thunderbolt ammo, which would have been the only thing that I really wanted. And we got 7 more heat sinks, bringing us up to 43. God, I gotta sell some of those. I don't need 43 heat sinks. I really, really don't. Yeah, we gotta sell a whole bunch of those. I'll get down to like 20. Just to get the cash payment on the side, because you gotta pay upkeep for all of the stuff in your cargo hold, including all of that. So 43 heat sinks that I ain't using, that I'm not gonna be able to use, yeah, I don't, no. We're gonna get rid of most of those. I don't think, even if I had the maximum number of mechs in the company, all 15, 16, 18 of them, I don't think that I would be able to use 43 heat sinks. Because most of the heat sinks that I try and use are all internal. Like, sure, there's some of them that are external, but it's not really common. So that worked out pretty good. We managed to wipe out everybody, got a 60% increase in payment on that, which was beautiful. Wiped out all 3 lances, which even gave us that additional final 10%. Still made a fairly decent amount of cash, which brings us over $1 million, so that's quite comfortable. Jade Falcon doing stuff, fighting against Wolf and losing. And Curita, of course, taking stuff from Steiner. It'll be another 5,000 for 3 days, so that was cheap as chips when it comes to repair costs, which is lovely. So once we get that locked down, we'll see that the current alignment is Phoenix Hawk 2 days. Yeah, we'll be ready to go in 2 days. Well, of course, the Wolverine and the Gladiator are still under production, but that's quite good. All right, so we have done it. We're allied now with the Tortugan Dominions. We are officially part of this war, able to help out and deal some damage. We still need to actually build up enough of a force to really do a major offensive push, but we are finally, as part of it, giving us access to the faction shop and a whole host of other things. So that's doing great. Next time we're going to start to try and expand our alliances even more. Maybe get a decent core of mediums up so that eventually we can start pushing in to start really helping out the war effort. Anyway, I have been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe before I see a notification every time I post one of these videos. Press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. Are you happy that we finally made it to the Tortugan Dominion? I think most of us are. After all, we did vote for that. And also, make sure if you're interested in more RogueTech, we do a stream every Saturday at 5 o'clock. You can catch us over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tirak117. We are doing a clan invasion campaign. Haven't aligned with a clan yet, but we are all up in clan space. And I will see you all in the next episode.